I've just hit the record button again because there was one more spin-off question. We're not sinning in the new heavens and the new earth, but there is room for growth. How's that happen?
Yeah, it's that like so we sort of are used to the idea that we grow because we sin and make mistakes and things, and that generates repentance and growth and so on. And I think that's like in a way, not the best way to grow. Surely a better way to grow is to grow in a context of holiness and goodness and so on. So, for example, say we're in the new creation, and then I think I'm going to invite 20 friends around for a meal. And then, of course, that requires us to understand that the new creation is not just like floating around in some heavenly context, just complete like meditating on God or something. Like it assumes that God actually believes in the heavens and the earth and wants to restore it. And this kind of life that we're living now is the sort of life of the resurrection. So Jesus resurrected, eating fish meat, all that. But then we invite 20 friends around for a meal. Now I might say I like curry. That's my favorite food, so I'm going to put on a curry.
It's my favorite food.
Oh wow, there you go then. You can be on that list then. I'll be like, now one of the people coming round is Owen, and I know he enjoys a curry too.
I don't like fish curry.
Well, I wasn't going to do anyone like that. It was I was either going to go chicken or beef, but there we go. Look,
Lamb.
we can't have chicken or beef in the new creation. Oh man. Okay. Well, we'll have something appropriately similar, like the beef plant. Well, I'll have a beef plant curry. Okay.
I'm not coming.
Right. Okay. Well, you won't be there. So, and you'll be saying, I'm not coming because he always does that beef plant curry and I don't like it. Right. And that helps to set what I'm saying. Now, I might say I like curry, but then the people I'm inviting, I'll be thinking, now, actually, most of the people, they prefer a fry up. And then a few people they might like having a Chinese meal or whatever, that sort of thing. What meal is going to be served? Now, you might go, each person can have the individual dish that they most like. Yeah, but that isn't growing. That's like, what if we're trying to share a meal together? How do we work out what's the wise thing to do? What's the best way of enjoying a time together? And to a certain degree, some of us might say, it's not my favorite food, but I love getting together with others and I'm not going to complain about that or whatever. I'm just going to love it. Do you see what I mean? That's like a simple example, although to you, maybe not trivial. Yeah. But it's just an initial way of saying, now there's not necessarily any sin involved in any of that, but it is a way in which we would have to learn to say sacrifice what my personal favorite thing is in favor of what other people want. And we can apply that to music, design, activities, and so on, like all of life, about how do we wisely live together in such a way that we're united, but also we don't have to sacrifice those individual things about us. And then in Revelation, we've got all the nations, cultures, languages. All of that is part of the new creation. Because it'd be easy if he said, right, forget all the languages, forget all the cultures, forget all you're just going to be monoculture, like Hebrew or German or Iranian or whatever. Yeah, Welsh, obviously, you were going to say. But he doesn't actually do that. He explicitly says, no, all the languages, cultures, they're all part of it. And then that's why, if you remember, there's a tree, the tree of life bears fruit. What purpose? For the healing of the nations. And it continuously bears fruit for the healing of the nations. As if to say, the nations kind of always need a bit of this healing forever and ever, so that, and that's a good thing. It's like teaching us, how do we live together? How do we bring out all the glory of the nations, as well as living together? And, so there's growth. That's just a beginning idea of it, but it just helps us to see, just because there's no sin doesn't mean we're immediately know exactly what to do about every situation. It's a massive universe, new creation, with infinite possibilities of life and challenges and so on. How are we going to do them? With the best possible wisdom. All that is ahead of us to grow into that and grow up into ever more the maturity, the fullness of the living God.
Paul Blackham, thank you for your time. See you at the next one.